Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back, and seeing as there was no Master Grade release in May, I figured I'd review something a little different, but still kinda the same. And you can consider this video the prelude to the Frame Arms Durga and Magatsuki videos that will be coming soon. If you're not familiar with these kits, these are Kotobukiya's line of 1:100 Mecha model kits, with one core gimmick at the core of the line, literally, and that's the inner frame. Each frame arm kit includes the same pre-built inner frame which serves as the core of the kit, and all the armor and other parts are built up onto this. So inside Durga to the left there is the majority of an inner frame like this one, and the armor parts slot into these circular slots all over the surface of the frame. As these are 1:100 scale kits, how big are they in comparison to a master grade kit? Well, they're quite a bit smaller than your average Gunpla kit, in this case the Oryx 78-2 version 3.0. As this is my first time reviewing frame arms kits, this video is just going to be a quick introduction, a primer if you will. A common complaint about these kits is how prone they are to falling apart, but this isn't the same as a Gunpla kit. Sure, you can just snap it together, but you won't be happy with the result, and I highly recommend using glue on all non-moving parts. The inner frame is actually my favorite part of these kits. It has fantastic articulation and can pull off some epic poses, and it looks really cool as well. Once all the armor is built up onto it, it loses all this awesome posability and just isn't as fun to play around with. Just check out that squat, that's something else. All of the parts that come with these kits are completely interchangeable with parts from other frame arms kits, as all the connection points on all of the parts are exactly the same. For example, the two kits I showed in the unboxing video, this one Durga and the other one Magatsuki, the majority of the parts in those two kits are exactly the same, just arranged differently. For example, on Durga, this large leg armor part is attached pointing upwards like this, but they're attached pointing downwards on Magatsuki. So I can just pull off a section off Durga over here, like this large armor thruster type section back here, and stick it onto the back of this inner frame here like this. Pretty sweet. You really are just limited by your imagination with these kits. This armor section could be removed and stuck up here on the leg, down here on the leg, or even used as a shield, and these are just a couple of simple examples. There's also an example alternate armor arrangement demonstrated on the side of the box here, and you can see that just a simple rearrangement of parts can make a drastic change. Also available from Kotobukiya are their modeling support goods, or MSG for short, which are a 1:100 scale line of accessories, and these have the exact same connection points as the frame arm kits. Like I said, the connection parts are exactly the same, so you can stick them on wherever you want. I'm gonna stick the holder part for the katana on the hip here, and then just stick the scabbard for the katana just down in there. Sadly, the katana doesn't actually fit into the scabbard, you just have to stick this alternate handle in there instead. One thing to note is that they only come in grey, so you would have to paint them to match your kit. That's one example of Kotobukiya's MSG parts that can be used with the frame arms kits. Another quick example are these guns which I've had for so long I don't even remember what they're called anymore. They all have some kind of moving part, like the revolver here which can open up and the drum can spin around too. And they're designed to fit very nicely into the frame arms hands like so. And a final demonstration of how variable these kits can be, let's try attaching some of frame arms number 23, Magatsuki's weapons, to the frame. Unlike the MSG katanas, these can be stored in the scabbard. You can stick this onto the hip here for that standard samurai style like before, or you can get creative and just stick it somewhere else like on the forearm here, where it can be used like a sort of tonfa, to attack and block as well as being within easy reach. The frame is just covered in attachment points, so you can really do pretty much whatever you want with these kits. And that particular aspect is awesome, and makes them quite unique. So that's it for my quick introduction to Kotobukiya's frame arm kits, and coming up next will be frame arms number 24, Durga, so see you next time.